Is English grammar difficult? Is English grammar difficult? No, English grammar.
No, English grammar
No, English.
isn't
English grammar.
English grammar
Isn't difficult.
difficult.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Good. Is Chinese an easy language to learn? Is Chinese an easy language to learn? No, Chinese isn't.
No, Chinese isn't an
easy language.
an easy language
to learn. It's a difficult.
It's difficult.
Not difficult. It's a difficult language.
It's a difficult language to learn.
Good. And not learn.
Learn.
Good. Is it difficult for you to speak your language? Is it difficult for you to speak your language? No, it isn't difficult.
No, it isn't difficult for me to speak my language.
It's easy.
It's easy.
Excellent. Is it generally easy for people to write with their left hand? Is it generally easy for people to write with their left hand? No, it isn't.
No, it isn't generally.
No, generally.
Generally
Easy for people.
Easy for people,
to write with their left hand. It's
difficult.
Good. Nice. What's my pen doing? What's my pen doing? Your pen's hanging.
Your pen's hanging between
your finger and your
thumb.
No, thumb.
Thumb.
Good. Let's try that one more time, yeah, with the TH. What's my pen doing? What's my pen doing? Your pen's hanging.
Your pen's hanging between your finger and your thumb.
That's it. Good. Is there a light hanging from the ceiling? Is there a light hanging from the ceiling? No, there isn't.
No, there isn't a light hanging
from the ceiling.
Not
the ceiling. The ceiling.
The ceiling.
Much better. Is there a map hanging on that wall? Is there a map hanging on that wall? Yes, there's a map.
Yes, there's a map hanging on that wall.
Excellent. Very good. Good. Do you go home after the lesson by car, by bus, by train, or do you walk home? Do you go home after the lesson by car, by bus, by train, or do you walk home? I walk home.
I walk home after the lesson.
I don't go by.
I don't go by bus or train.
By car, by bus,
by car,
or by train. Yeah, good. Which do you prefer, to walk or go by car? Which do you prefer, to walk or go by car? I prefer to
walk.
Good. Do you come to school by train or by bus? Do you come to school by train or by bus? I come to school by
bus.
Good. Does she come to school by train or by bus? Does she come to school by train or by bus? She comes to school by?
She comes to school by bus.
Excellent. Very good. Nice work. What's the plural of child? What's the plural of child? The plural of
child is children.
Good. How many children have your mother and father got? How many children have your mother and father got? My mother and father.
My mother and father
have got
3 children.
Good. Are you an only child? Are you an only child? No, I'm not.
No, I'm not an only child.
Excellent. Good. Well done. What do we call this? What do we call this? We call this
a book.
This a book.
This a book.
What do we call this? What do we call this? We call this
a hand.
Good. What do we call this? What do we call this? We call this
an arm.
Beautiful. What do we call the people in France? What do we call the people in France? We call the people
in France French.
Good. What do we call the thing we wear on our heads? What do we call the thing we wear on our heads? We call the thing
we wear
on our heads
a hat.
Good. What do people generally call their mother and father? What do people generally call their mother and father? People generally call
their mother and father mom and dad.
Excellent. Good work. Give me some examples of prepositions, please. Give me some examples of prepositions, please. Some examples of
prepositions.
No, prepositions. Prepositions.
Prepositions.
No, prepositions. Prepositions.
Prepositions
are on.
No,
don't let them lips touch. On, under,
in and from.
Perfect. Where do you come from? Where do you come from? I come from Japan.
I come from Japan.
Where do I come from? Where do I come from? You come from Australia.
You come from Australia.
Good. What do we speak with? What do we speak with? We speak with?
We speak with our mouth.
We speak with?
We speak with our mouths.
That's it. Good. Where am I taking the book from? Where am I taking the book from? You're taking the book?
You're taking the book from the table.
Good. What am I putting the pen under? What am I putting the pen under? You're putting the pen?
You're putting the pen under the book.
Good. What are you sitting on? What are you sitting on? I'm sitting on?
I'm sitting on a chair.
That's it. Well done. Really good, Shihyo. Good stuff.